Hello, Facebook Live, and hello, Association Labs podcast. We're also doing a blog. We're doing this all at the same time. I'm working with my colleague Kim Gillum here, and if this is a train wreck, it's okay. It's okay. But hey, I want to talk to you a little bit about membership dues and discounting them, because this is the time of year. We're 6 months into the year now, and people are starting to think about this and how are we going to navigate things. And I have some thoughts for you that might be helpful. First of all, we work really hard at building the association value proposition in our organizations. So when we discount it, it actually drives down the value of membership long term. In some cases, I've seen organizations offer membership for a 50% discount, or join the first year for half, or 2-for-1 deals in membership. And I think what that actually does is it's a symbol to your association marketplace that's really not worth the price that you put it out for 50% of the year, or 60% of the year, or 90% of the time. So the dues value isn't really what you publish, it's what you offer in that 2-to-1 program. So I'd counsel you against it, because membership isn't like inventory that's sitting on the shelf. It's not like the bananas in the produce section. They're not. The membership value is always present. So don't devalue it by offering a 2-for-1. Now typically I see discounting happening when budgets are starting to get real tight and folks aren't hitting their goals. I certainly understand that. So here's what I want to offer. Are you ready and able to have a strong sales and renewal process in place when you put those discounts out there? Because if you want to go with a prorated approach, I'm actually in favor with that. But I'm in favor of doing it where they pay the full price in the first year and prorate year 2. Because look, if they prorate the first year, the second year they're going to be renewing at 100% dues increase, and I think that actually affects the renewal rate, and that undermines your renewal rate in year 2. So the bottom line is here, drive up the perceived value, keep your dues steady. If you have to prorate year 2. Let me offer you a final thought here on this membership dues discount. Hey, folks, I understand about cutting a deal. I've had to cut deals during the recruitment process, and frankly, we still do sometimes. But this is a situation I want to confront for you. I don't want the deal as an overall marketing strategy. Do it on an individual basis if you feel like that's what you have to do to bring that organization in, especially for some of these groups that have very high dues levels. Let's say if it's over $100,000, I can understand maybe the hesitancy from a prospect to invest that full amount. But what you might want to consider is this. Do a step process, maybe 1, 2, 3 years. Let's make sure that they know eventually that this dues level is going to be 100%. Yes, we'll bring you along, but what we're looking for here is a full-term commitment and a long-term commitment to this association. So yeah, I'll cut you a deal in year 1, but year 2 and 3, you're back up to 100%. Remember, joining your association has extreme value. You put a lot into developing that value proposition. And when things get cold out there, don't use the dues reduction as a last resort. I wanted to address one other thing, and that is, how do we respond to a new member? You're never more excited about a purchase or a transaction than in the first moments that you do it. And that goes for individuals or organizations when they join associations. But my question to you is, what happens when your membership department receives a check? Does someone from your association call the member and say, fantastic, we are so pleased that you've joined. We're going to do everything that we can to help your business. Who else needs to know about the benefits so we can offer them to those people too? Who else can we include on the list, on the membership invite, on the committee participation? That communication has to happen right away, folks. But you know what I see? Well, sometimes anyway, I see a welcome email a letter that goes out 10 days later with a copy of the magazine. But worse, I've seen associations sit on membership applications and checks for weeks. So my question is, do you really want them or not? And if you want new members, how are you going to treat them when they come on board? You know what? This is something I think about for our company as well. When I get a new client contract, I should be calling those people right away. Man, we should be jumping up and down because there's someone out there willing to give their money and their time and their energy to our organization. Or if it's the Murray Company, they're willing to invest their time, their people to work with us and collaborate with us. My gosh, we ought to be doing backflips for those people, especially when they just sign up. We should show them about how enthusiastic we are about bringing them on board. This is something, a new member, a new client that should be celebrated with an authentic and a valuable experience that happens on day one. So, be very cautious about your membership discounts. And when they do join, oh my gosh, respond in a way that's just going to wow them. I hope you've enjoyed the broadcast live and this version of the Association Labs podcast. I'm JP Murray. 2 ways to connect. MurrayCompany.com for your association, jpmurray.com for your personal growth and some leadership tips that I put out there on occasion. Hey, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate you dialing in and listening to us today. Thank you. Bye-bye.